Welcome to the Wrestling Podcast Thanksgiving Edition Part 3. Here with my guest, Grayson.
Alright.
Sorry about that. We had some issues going on outside the podcast. So we are on the 25th anniversary of Raw. I believe so, right?
Yep. So as we were talking about, I really hope WWE settles the stuff with Hulk Hogan and lets him come back, because he's been such a big part of their history and he's made such a big name for them that it's just not right to completely just cut him out of everything because of one thing he said.
Yeah. I honestly think that if there was a legend that I wanted to come back, I think Ric Flair.
Mm-hmm. Well, he did come back on SmackDown not that long ago.
Yeah.
Whenever Charlotte won the championship.
Yeah.
But he's had a lot of health problems lately.
Yeah, he got put into a
medically induced coma or something.
Yeah, because he had his colon was no, it wasn't his colon. He had kidney failure. His liver was failing too.
Yeah.
And then I want to say he had heart problems too. So they put him in induced coma. So let's move on to the NXT TakeOver 2018 Pennsylvania.
Not much to be said about that. It's going to be the first WWE event to kick off 2018. I don't know. I'm hoping Drew McIntyre is still champion by then.
Yeah, me too. I hope James Storms will debut.
Yeah. And then again, I haven't kept up with NXT that much. I keep more up with the main roster.
Yeah. Next, let's move up to AJ Styles. What do you guys say about AJ Styles?
So, I read recently, it was earlier this week, him and Drew McIntyre got interviewed by a radio station in Houston because of the NXT TakeOver and Survivor Series being there.
Yeah.
And AJ Styles went on to talk about how, because he turned 40 not that long ago, and he was talking about how it's hard to maintain it when you get older and older.
Yeah.
And he was talking about he may be retiring in the near future. Although back when he first started his wrestling career in the 90s, he tried signing with WWE and didn't get it at first, and had to do it in 2016 in order to get it.
Yeah, because originally he was signed with WCW in '98, but he was forced to leave WCW because the doors closed. He did a couple of matches in WWE, but he left and went to Ring of Honor.
He went all over the place.
Yeah, and then TNA for the longest time. New Japan, and then WWE.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, he may not have had a long run in WWE, but, I mean, he still, his wrestling career all over together, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Over all the stuff he's done. So, I mean, I don't know. Give him a couple more accomplishments in the WWE, and I think he'd be good to retire.
Yeah. Let's talk about Wrestle Kingdom 12, January 12th. Chris Jericho challenged Kenny Omega for the United States title, and it's going to be in the Tokyo Dome at Wrestle Kingdom, and that's like the New Japan version of WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I was really excited about that.
Yeah, it's going to be a good match.
And it's actually the second time that Chris Jericho has fought off the WWE, because in 1999 he fought in Smoky Mountain. Or it was either Smoky Mountain or Japan. But Jericho has been in ECW, WCW, and WWE.
Jericho's done a lot.
Yeah. You ever wondered why he hasn't done the Lion Saw or the Lion Tamer in a long time?
I haven't noticed he hasn't done it in a while.
He changed his finisher to the Code Breaker.
Yeah. He's getting old.
Yeah.
I don't know how old he is, but he's been doing it for a long time. He's put his body through a lot. And I think that's along the lines with why The Undertaker retired.
Yeah.
Is because they've put their bodies through so much, they just can't handle it anymore.
Yeah.
Especially The Undertaker's, because he's been through a lot. Chris Jericho, I could see going through one more run with WWE.
Yeah.
Instead of just shortly appearing, having a short rivalry and then losing.
Yeah.
And then disappearing.
Yeah. Because, he's left WWE multiple times and hasn't made an appearance since years later.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Alberto Del Rio. He had a run in WWE in 2010. He left the company, and then he came back not too long ago, and then he left the company again.
Did the League of Nations and then left.
Yeah. He said in a recently podcast that he didn't want to wrestle for WWE because it was PG, and it wasn't the type of wrestling that he was wanting to do. Or no, he was getting paid at a low rate, kind of the same
with Ryback.
Ryback and Wade Barrett. But he said some rude comments about WWE, and Impact Wrestling put a stop to it, so it wouldn't impact their company.
Yeah, I doubt we're going to be seeing him come back anytime soon.
Yeah, unless, they decide to bring back the Attitude Era.
I'm surprised they let Paige even
return.
Yeah, after all the stuff she's done.
She's single now.
Yeah, good. Because I remember, I'm pretty sure they had an abusive relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd like to see Paige return. I mean, I'm sure we'll never see AJ Lee return because she retired, but
yeah,
I mean, Paige is better than.
I watched a video saying that AJ Lee and Stephanie McMahon didn't get along very well or something like that.
I could see that happening, but
I doubt we'll be seeing CM Punk coming back anytime soon.
Didn't you tell me someone offered for him to come and wrestle in some kind of big Royal Rumble or something like that?
It was in the UK, and they offered him $1.5 million to come wrestle in the UK, and I don't have any information on if he responded to the challenge, but it was supposed to take place in July or June, and I don't think he ever responded to it. So, because I think he wants to focus on his MMA and UFC career.
He definitely needs to work on it, because I remember his first time he did it, he got his butt whooped.
Yeah, his first match was with Mickey Ghoul.
Yeah. Yeah, as much as I'd like to see Punk return, I don't think we're going to get to see it.
No. I could see, I want to see another match with, him versus AJ Styles, or him versus Daniel Bryan, or him versus
there's a lot of talent we have now.
Finn Balor.
There's a lot of talent we have now that would do really good matches with previous talent. On that topic, I like to see AJ Styles versus AJ Styles. I don't know. Who do you think would be a good match with AJ Styles?
AJ Styles versus Drew McIntyre. AJ Styles versus Punk. AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe. They've already had a few matches at TNA.
Yeah.
AJ Styles against Shinsuke Nakamura at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
AJ Styles against Evan Bourne.
Yeah, that would be a really good match. I don't know. But it's kind of what I see. They've released a lot of really good talent, and they've got really good talent right now. They just need to get a roster down and start paying them more, and giving them what they want so that they can keep this company going,
Yeah. Did you hear about? It was last year. Did I tell you about when TNA was about to go out of business?
Yeah.
I was reading about this, and the WWE has a company that sponsors them, and that's how they pay for pay-per-views. That's how they pay for the arenas.
So technically, WWE did buy TNA.
They did not, because the offer was too low, or I want to say they said it was either too low or too high. It was one of them two. But
that'd be cool to see them buy that. So
they can have a crossover.
Yeah, we'd have like the TNA stars come up back and all that.
Yeah. Global Force Wrestling and Impact Wrestling split, so it's no longer Global Force Wrestling, it's Impact Wrestling. Okay, that is all for today. Of the Thanksgiving edition of the podcast. Podcast name he does like the screech every day at school, and like it's really funny. Yeah, it's really funny. I think I might change the podcast name to Daily Screech or the Daily Podcast. I'm not sure yet. I haven't decided yet, but leave a podcast name in the description below or the comments below, and that is it. Have a good Thanksgiving, people. See ya.